Lil Nas X on fire after controversy about his new devil shoes heats up. Official United States Twitter accounts being taken over by children, and we dive deep into the rabbit hole about NFTs. Put on your armor and fall in, soldier. It's time for the Battleground.
Our planet is under attack. We are at war. Information and facts used to be easy, but with mainstream media minefields, who knows what the real truth is? But we do, and we are ready to defend it with you. Get ready to learn the real truth and armor up, soldier. This is the Battleground with Dean Warbler.
Good evening, morning, night, doesn't matter. I'm Dean Warbler. That's right, I'm back, baby. Seems like my truth bombs were working, and this week I've got plenty more. Much like stupidity, evil is taking over the world. In the past, stupidity was all the rage online. Planking, Bodie McBoatface, and half-done YouTube apology videos can be found everywhere and anywhere. But instead of stupidity, the internet is switching it up on us. Now what's the in thing? Satanists. That's right, K-pop stans, you've got a new fandom to worry about, the demons. And what better way to convert those religious skeptic Zoomers than dropping a dope music video and some dope shoes? But come on, I'm no sneakerhead, but I think those guys could have went a bit further. One drop of blood. That's what Hermione needs to make a polyjuice potion. If one drop of blood can change a wizard into a cat, then I think we need to up the ante a bit, guys, alright? Let's face it, magic isn't evil anymore. Magicians perform at birthday parties. I think if you're gonna go this whole devil route, then let's drop the theatrics and be practical about it. Every purchase should come with a free pitchfork and devil horns, maybe a little pamphlet about his history. Although, why read about the devil when you can watch the show based on his life? And once these shoes dropped, a part of the internet broke HE double hockey sticks. That's right, people went ballistic. Turns out some people online have issues promoting the Dark Lord. And even worse, the company that created this promotion with Lil Nas X met a few of the devil's friends, Nike's lawyers.
Lil Nas X had a hell of a weekend, releasing a limited line of 666 Satan shoes, custom Nike sneakers that have a drop of human blood in them. Nike now suing Mischief Product Studio for copyright infringement over those sneakers.
Yikes, Nikes. Obviously, with the devil down in Georgia, Lil Nas X and his team is dealing with the next best thing. So what's my take? Should Nike push the lawsuit? Is Lil Nas X posting too many memes? Well, first, there's no limit on memes. Second, trust me, I know the sneaker market. There's only 666 of them, and evil numbers don't mess around. You know who else doesn't mess around? The government. And if there's one group that's taking over Twitter more than devil worshippers, it's government. And it's been taking over those trying to send a message. Every government agency has a Twitter account now. Sometimes they post things that the playing field. This was a tweet by the U.S. Strategic Command. Read it, memorize it, feel it in your bones. What looks like the remains of someone slapping their keyboard might actually mean something much deeper. But how does it stand as a tweet? Well, one, where are the hashtags? I mean, I know, I can criticize tweets all day. It's part of my schedule. But I think the U.S. Strategic Command is onto something big here. I mean, don't you guys recognize what this is? It's a secret code. It's a message meant to be deciphered. They think they're sly. Classic government, trying to run a quick one on us. Don't they know who we are? What type of people we are? Code breaking was my 4th badge in Boy Scouts before the lawsuits. Let me make it simple for you. Who runs the account? The U.S. Strategic Command. What do? They tweet about U.S. military hardware. So, what exactly are they trying to hide from us? Let's run it through our Battleground truce decipher. And, oh, look at that. Disregard the post. Now, when we are so close to figuring out a solution, why put it in such specific code? I guess those government people can never be so safe. Believe me, I have a 16-digit code to unlock my iPhone, not because I'm crazy or have problems about people trying to figure things out about me, but only because you can never be 100% sure. Safety is just something on the internet you can rely on. And having something to rely on is important in this day and age of new business opportunities. What new business opportunities might that be? Well, welcome to this week's rabbit hole. That's right, we actually have a graphic this time. Last week, we talked about Wall Street bets. This week, let's dive deeper into the world of NFTs.
And I had no idea what he was referring to. Like, does that stand for not safe for work? What does this mean? Turns out he was really onto something. NFTs, which are basically digital collectibles, are now selling for huge bucks. It's a huge phenomenon.
NFTs sound cool, but non-fungible token doesn't. So kudos to acronyms for existing. What is an NFT? It is a piece of data built on a blockchain piece of technology to give it unique value because only one of them exists in the world. So let me explain it to you like it was explained to me. Now, any image, recording, or video can be sold as a unique item. Only one will exist in the world. You know your younger brother, the one that collects the too many Funko Pops. And when you talk to him on the phone, you say, hey, maybe those Funko Pops aren't, like, worth anything. And he goes, oh, okay, they aren't worth anything, you scrub? Wait in 10 years until I sell these Funkos for a Cadillac. It's a bit like that. Collectibles have now reached into the world of consumable media. And NFTs have truly been everything, from collector's art, from world-famous artists, to someone selling an NFT of their skin for some large amount of money. And I know what you're thinking. Whoa! These people are making money, and I'm not. And you're right. You missed the rise of Bitcoin, the rise of GameStop, and now the rise of NFTs. One day, you'll be able to make free money from the internet, and who knows? If the Teletubbies are still promoting Bitcoin, then I think NFTs will be worth something for a while longer than we may think. People are always quick to judge us, those who want to get rich quick as fast as possible with no effort whatsoever. So what does it matter if an NFT of a taco is worth millions of dollars and you work a normal job? It's okay. It's the future. Who knows? Maybe evil isn't taking over the internet after all. That is why I'm creating an NFT that no one has ever thought of creating before. That's right, you can purchase an NFT of my shoe. Remember, you aren't buying the actual shoe. I do need these to get places. It's just a picture of my shoe, and it's unique and just for you. It's basically buying a piece of me, and what could be worth more than that? All right, well, we've got more show coming up. I, Dean Warbler, will read your mail, soldier, and get into what you, out there, are thinking. Stay tuned. Diving through the internet can be a difficult task. Lots of different users and lots of different things. However, we are giving focus to a small group that gives the internet a bad name. Let's put on our tinfoil and pray to Zeus that the Martians don't hear us. Unfortunately, I left my tinfoil at home. But this is the Conspiracy Corner. Last week, I briefly mentioned one of the catalysts that made me realize that we need to be more discerning about the information we consume. we received a lot of mail on this one, a lot of hate mail, but mail nonetheless. It saddens me that this isn't common knowledge. You wouldn't think that knowledge on something that affects us daily would be locked up in the tight little boxes that are on the corners of the internet. Oh, listener, but I have the key. A theme we are discovering as this program progresses is the endless sweeping under the rug of information in order to keep us stupid, horny, and easy to control. Who is controlling us? Well, we go over that in my podcast with Jaden Smith and Michael Moore. We air it once a quarter. But I am truly honored to be the one to give this knowledge unto you all. When I discovered this, I was in complete shock, alone, and horrified, until I found my people on a little site called the FlatEarthSociety.org. It changed my life to know that there are so many people out there, just like me, working to preserve and share the truth. My personal refrigerator is now covered in letters from viewers about their revelations from what learning that the Earth is truly flat. For example, Dr. Warbler, that's kind. I was pleased to hear you give a shout out to us flat earthers in episode 2. Thank you for reinforcing the beliefs that I already hold to be true. Well, that's what I'm here for, to educate and reinforce the facts, just like how they reinforce the border of ice that surrounds the edge of the Earth so we don't fall off of it. Now, if they would just tell us that the Earth is flat from primary school, they wouldn't have to spend money on the Ice Border Patrol. The truth is that the collective world government has enough money to spend protecting us from falling off into the universe. How? Well, after charging through-the-roof prices for cancer treatment. The biggest moneymaker in the world, the #1 cause of death of the human species, the reason we lost our beloved Alex Trebek, cancer. And the cure for it sits locked up in a lab for the Hollywood elite and politicians around the world. While the 1%ers get a sprinkling of cure in their morning cornflakes and matcha, us little guys, we have to sit through radiation, chemotherapy, because we didn't score the part in Justice League, so we didn't make it big. So we took what we could get, and now we sit in a poorly lit studio, thumbing through fan mail with bad grammar and struggling to keep the lights on. Big Pharma is keeping it from us so they can suck our bank accounts dry by pumping us full of expensive toxins. Sure, they could release the cure to us, but we couldn't afford it anyway, so they keep it locked away so we don't have to feel worse about living paycheck to paycheck. If it makes you feel better, I'm used to the darkness. We'll be right back after these short messages, hopefully. That's it for this week's episode of The Battleground. Thank you to our producers, our lovely crew, and thank you for watching. Remember, why would you read the news when you can be the one making it? Good night.